Whistleblowing group Wikileaks has published the next addition to what it calls Vault 7, a trove of classified CIA documents. Israeli told me all about it.
This latest release by Wikileaks is of the CIA's Weeping Angel tool. This is an implant which allows for audio to be recorded and stored using the microphone on Samsung smart TVs, meaning that intelligence agencies can listen to everything people say in their front rooms. And the TV doesn't even need to be switched on. It can be in standby mode. And Wikileaks say that user guide has clues which suggest that this technology was created by MI5, Britain's security service, and then later shared with the CIA. And it's just the latest in a number of leaks, massive leaks, which are really proving embarrassing for the CIA. And just yesterday, we've heard from the US Attorney General Jeff Sessions, who said that the arrest of the WikiLeaks founder, Julian Assange, was a top priority for the Justice Department.
We are going to step up our effort, and already are stepping up our efforts on all leaks. This is a matter that's gone beyond anything I'm aware of. We have professionals that have been at the security business of the United States for many years that are shocked by the number of leaks, and some of them are quite serious.
Just earlier this month, we heard from the head of the CIA, Mike Pompeo. He slammed WikiLeaks and Assange, even going as far as describing Mr. Assange and his followers as demons.
WikiLeaks walks like a hostile intelligence service and talks like a hostile intelligence service. Ignorance or misplaced idealism is no longer an acceptable excuse for lionizing these demons.
Mr. Assange responded to those claims. He said that they were dangerous, those remarks by the CIA head, and a challenge to stifle free speech. Pompeo also said that people in the CIA found support for the WikiLeaks group and its founder to be perplexing. Perhaps he needs to have a look at what his president said during the run-up to those elections.
Now, this just came out. This just came out. WikiLeaks. I love WikiLeaks.
Clearly a very different tone today by the Trump administration, perhaps viewing WikiLeaks as the group that simply knows too much.
It sounds more and more bizarre, doesn't it? The television in the corner spying on you. Dennis Roy is a software programmer and co-founder of Dying.org. Let's see what he thinks. If you'd read this in a book, you kind of wouldn't believe it. This particular brand of smart TV is looking at what you're doing in the privacy of your own living room. Apparently it was all conjured up by the MI5 and then shared with the CIA. And you believe this is real too, yeah?
Yeah, it's pretty real. It's pretty reasonable to think that a device that is so complex can be hacked.
Only this brand of television, let's not mention it, only this brand, or could it be happening to more that we don't even know about?
Now, there is a particular brand, in this case it's the F8000, that has a microphone, and, well, we should ask ourselves why on earth a television should have a microphone, and that microphone can be tapped. Now, it has to be said that to tap this particular model, a spy has to actually enter a physical access, to actually stick a USB into the television, and then also to have real-time interception. It should be close to the device, so let's say one apartment away, to actually spy it.
And
but
just for our viewers, when you turn on this brand of television, because I had one myself, when you're setting it up, you have to tick a box at some point to say, are you okay to share information? It's nothing to do with that. This is something completely different, yeah?
Yeah, it's something completely different. Okay. Even if you don't tick that box, the machine will not notice you. It's recording and sending the information indeed.
How damning is this series of leaks to the CIA here, then?
I guess it undermines really the trust into intelligence organizations that are doing vast investments into breaking things, actually opening backdoors that can be used also by others. And this is the case in the history of security industry. it actually, it's always undermined, the security is always undermined when there is a backdoor, people find out. In this particular case, the Korea University, through two researchers at the Korea University already in 2013, have published an extensive paper in how to hack on smart TV. I'm talking about Seung-Jin Lee and Seung-Jo Kim, who now run a company of security in Korea, have already themselves understood how Korean companies involved in producing smart TVs were actually producing devices that can be spied very easily.
The bigger picture in less than a minute, if you can. Why is Jeff Sessions saying that arresting Julian Assange is now a priority for the Justice Department? What's his huge gripe here? Why is he so worked up about it?
I guess it's grief over someone that is doing revelations that are even useful to the restructuring, the very much needed restructuring of intelligence communities and intelligence agencies worldwide, in the moment in which they act in such a way that they undermine everyone's security. Then obviously we have to rethink the way we interoperate with security concepts. And I think that the work of Wikileaks is really important because it brings this sort of awareness in the public. And so we as the public, we have to really decide and put pressure into these sort of decisions and conducts.
Yeah, Dennis Roy, software programmer, co-founder at Dying.org. Thanks for being on the programme.
Thank you, Kevin.